Congratulations to you, Tara. I can't think of anyone in this community who is more deserving of this Marian Jacobs Award. Just knowing you from your time at the Record, but the fact that first, you are a Stockton native. You went to UOP, and you came back because you understand that local press, that local journalism, is one of the most important front lines and cornerstones of any democratic society. I personally, as mayor, appreciate the way you've elevated stories of our community. And I've gone back to the classroom to teach the next generation of Taras how to write, how to report, and how to make sure they shine transparency and light on all the things happening in community. I appreciate the way in which you mentor your students and mentor them to success so they can enjoy the success that you've enjoyed from all the papers the Delta newspaper and students have won because of your leadership, and then all the things you do outside the classroom in terms of helping Tuleburg Press with the many events they do throughout the year. So again, Tara, from the bottom of my heart, I say congratulations. We know now more than ever in 2020, nationally, but also locally, that it takes real journalists. It takes a real commitment to truth and objectivity. It takes a real focus on countering disinformation and misinformation to really elevate the power of the press, to really ensure that we live in a society where folks have access to information and the ability to read and to think critically. So again, thank you for your work, thank you for your leadership, and congratulations. Well deserved.
Hi everyone, I'm County Supervisor Kathy Miller, and I'm here to congratulate this year's recipient of the Marian Jacobs Award for the betterment of our community. Tara Cuslidge has been a leading voice in Stockton journalism since she was in high school. Her reporting over the years as a freelance journalist for the Record provided readers with insightful and unbiased information about our community and its place in our world. Tara's evolution into an associate professor at Delta College and advisor to the school's newspaper is just another example of her continuing contributions to our community. Tara has said there was a time when she didn't think she'd be any good at teaching. Turns out she may be even better at this than she was at daily journalism. Marian Jacobs was a trailblazer who opened doors and set high standards for women regardless of their profession. There is a need for unbiased and in-depth news reporting today more than ever. In recognizing this and encouraging the next generation of journalists, Tara meets and even exceeds Marian's very high standards. Congratulations to Tara Cuslidge-Staiano, this year's recipient of the Marian Jacobs Award.
Hi everybody, it's Assemblymember Susan Eggman. It's nice to see everybody, and thank you, Paula, for asking me to be a part of this. I've long been a supporter of Tuleburg Press and the great work that you do, and I'm glad to be a part of honoring Tara today. And we don't know each other very well personally, but I have certainly followed her career and have been impressed and inspired. When I first joined the world of social media and Twitter, when I first got elected to the council, she was a presence that I recognized and I was interested in, and I'm a huge newspaper reader, and so I knew her from her work through the Record. So a lot of you may have known my dad when he was still alive, but my mom probably gave me the biggest gift I think anybody gave me in my life, and that was the joy of reading. My mom was not an overly educated woman, but an avid reader. And we didn't have a lot of money to travel when I was a kid, and we knew that reading was a way to be able to go anywhere, and so I was one of those kids who would be hiding in the closet reading books. And the newspaper. My mom, every morning when I got up, it is a blaze in my childhood memory, my mom sitting at the kitchen table, drinking a cup of coffee, reading the paper. And that is something that I have carried on my entire life, is my joy of reading and my joy of the press and of understanding my world around me. And I know it's people like you, Tara, who grow up and were involved with S.T.A.N.D and on the working with a newspaper, and then going to school, and then coming back to Stockton, and giving back. When I was on the council, there was a time when we were the least literate city around, and I'm glad to say that we've moved on from that, and it's been for folks like you, who have grew up being interested in the journalism, and then studying about it, and then making it your field, and then writing, and now teaching. And we also share that we're both professors, a profession I hope to go back to, because there's nothing more joyful, I think, than teaching what you love to other people, and teaching them how to do it well, not just slapping something out, but doing it well and taking pride in it. So I honor you for being honored today, and I'm glad you're a part of our community, and thank you for the work you do, and thank you for the students you inspire, and let us all keep reading and writing, and being responsible consumers of the news, of the real news, of journalists who dig and aren't afraid to tell us the truth. We depend on that. Our democracy depends on that. So I thank you for your work. I thank you for your service, and I congratulate you on this award, the Marian Jacobs Award that you're winning today. And thank you again to Tuleburg Press for all the work you do.
Hey, Miss Tara. All righty. Well, the real reason we're here today is not to return equipment, but to explain to you why you have not had to do so much for Tuleburg Press this year.
I just talked to you.
Because you are being presented this year with, by getting out of the box, the Marian Jacobs Prize for contributing to the betterment of our community, for all the work you've done on behalf of creating the next journalists in our future, and for keeping honest news and reporting alive. So we're all here because we really, really appreciate your ability to generate the enthusiasm for real and honest news, and to create the future's reporters. So Marian Jacobs would be very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
And Marian Jacobs, for the record, was a ceiling buster and a wall buster. She was the first really seriously recognized public relations advertising executive in our region, in Stockton. And so she did a man's job in a man's world with all the aplomb that a leader brings to the community. And she also, started the Stockton Arts Commission in 1978. So Marian Jacobs' name lives on. It's because of the Marian Jacobs Literary Committee. That fund is what helped start Tuleburg Press in 2012. Just so, her name is very important to keep alive in the community.
This is nice. This is very nice. And I know who Marian Jacobs was, and because I've worked with you the past few years, it's an honor to receive something in her name. And I just, anytime I see journalism on a plaque, I'm like, no, we're still relevant.
That's right.
We're still fighting for the unbiased news, and to get past the noise out there. And that's what we do every day. So I appreciate this. And
that's it, girlfriend. I'd hug you. There's a big hug.
no, right? Across the room. We have to do it.